All right, welcome on in everyone to another episode of First CSP, channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Long River 66 out of Connecticut. It was formed originally in 1972 as the merger of a bunch of councils: Charter Oak, Mattatuck, Middlesex County, Nathan Hale, and Tunix councils, and then lasted up until 1994 when it merged with Indian Trails to form the Connecticut Rivers Council. We're actually going to have a great set of back-to-back episodes, with today being Long Rivers and then tomorrow being Connecticut Rivers, because they're not exactly the same, but the issues do follow similar imagery across the CSPs, and so I thought it'd be great to back those. So tomorrow we'll be back with Connecticut Rivers. Today we're going to head to the patch table, obviously, to look at Long Rivers. Now, the first issue for Long Rivers is the S1. It's pretty easy to identify because it's massive. It is an absolute huge oversized CSP. It's defined with its red border, white background, red BSA there on the map, narrow gold fleur-de-lis, and thick dark blue letters which say Long Rivers Council, Connecticut. Really nice patch. I think it's done really well as kind of a collector's first issue. It would be very large to wear on your shoulder, in my opinion. We have the S2, which came in two variants as well, so we'll be able to show you a standard size CSP next to this in a moment. Just taking a look at the back. This is the S1 for Long Rivers. It is kind of a coated back. I wouldn't call it a plastic back, but I wouldn't call it a cloth back. I don't know if there's an in-between there that I guess at the end of the day you'd probably call it a plastic back. But it's not a thick plastic like we think of today. It is just a coated backing over the cloth there on the back. So that is the S1. And then the S2 has now been collapsed again into a single variation, but we do have both of the former S2A and B, so we'll take a look at those, and I'll read through both descriptions. Both of these are going to be standard size, so this would be the S2A. It is defined with its red border, white background, BSA, gold fleur-de-lis. They do call these dark blue letters. The letters are much lighter than the subsequent S2B. They have dark purple flowers, which is one of the deciding points. They will say that it's thinner letters and purple as opposed to dark purple flowers on the S2B. You can definitely tell that they're different patches, but kind of discerning which one's A or B, depending on the description, is maybe a little bit more challenging. So you can look at the back here. Same kind of plastic coating there on the S2A. We can very quickly again take a look at this relative size. So there is the S1 here with the bottoms together. There is the S2A. This is a standard size CSP S2A, so it's hard to miss the S1 for Long Rivers. It is very large. And then we have, I'll just move this up and see if we can get on the S2B. S2B has much thinner letters. They do list the lettering as dark blue letters on the S2A and thin dark blue letters on the S2B, which is what has me believing this is the S2B. But I could potentially have these backwards. These flowers look darker purple. But essentially, one of these was A, one of these was B. And now they just call all of them S2. Show you the back on this lower one as well. It does have a more newer style plastic backing, which does lead me to believe that the top one is the older S2A, and then the S2B came after that. But those are the S2s for Long Rivers as well. Again, in tomorrow's episode, when we take a look at Connecticut Rivers, we're going to see this central state pictured somewhat represented on what would then become Connecticut rivers as their standard issue as well. So we'll see that tomorrow. That's kind of the crossover between these two, and why I thought it would be kind of fun to do the episodes back to back. Let me finish by putting back up the first issue S1 for Long Rivers. Move my patch table. And that is the episode today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you found that to be informative and entertaining. And we'll be back with Connecticut Rivers tomorrow, which is the council that came after Long Rivers in the same service area. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next episode.